Drama Club this semester. We've had a lot of fun, and I think we've all really stretched ourselves way outside of our comfort level and challenged ourselves, and that's what we love.
Before we start, I would like to introduce you on to a joke. What did NASA think of space? They thought it was out of this world.
Enjoy the show. Nothing but a big, black, empty void. Nothing, nothing.
What did you say, Manny?
I said 3 months is a long time. 3 dull months, and this spaceship is only halfway from Earth to Venus.
2 days short of 3 months.
1.
Well, I have 2 days.
2 days space station time, 1 day Earth time. You can travel backwards after stopping at the space station. Remember.
Well, you're the navigator, so you must be right.
We still have 3 months to go.
We shall land on Venus in 93 days.
I hope the Venus space station has better facilities than this place.
It does. Gymnasium, theater, and swimming pool.
I guess it shouldn't be too bad for a 6-month tour of duty.
6 months to arrive, 6 months duty, 6 months to return. Everything works in sixes.
I think the duty time will pass quickly with all those facilities. If only they could shorten these space trips. Hey, how long do you think it'll be before we travel at the speed of light?
Probably never, Arlene.
What do you say, Manny? For a game of chess?
Sure, why not?
How are the pilots doing, Barbara?
Great, the ship's on autopilot as usual. Speed steady at 7,160 miles an hour. Same as last week, and less things that matter.
I know. No problems?
No, they're already talking to Venus via laser beam. They're playing a party house when we touch down.
I'll need one after being cooped up here for 6 months. Oh, how I ever let them talk me into taking this trip. I'll never know.
You haven't got a chance, Dr. Ralph.
Don't have to gloat, Manny.
Ha! My game, Dr. Ralph.
That has to be cheating. You have to win all the time.
Oh, get your dirty biological hands off me.
Oh my god.
Okay, stop it. That's enough.
Tell him I don't want to play anymore.
Are you alright?
Yeah, I'm fine.
The pilots will hear of this.
Do I look worried?
You might end up on the return trip, too.
Low chance. They need me on Venus.
You should watch your temper, Dr. Ralph. We're all in this together.
He shouldn't have pushed me. He's the one with the bad temper. He should be isolated.
I'll isolate him through an escape hatch if he pulls that on me again.
We all have to live together for the next 3 months. Don't behave like a child.
And it's time someone started to apologize.
Fasten your seatbelts. We are firing a corrective rocket. Fasten your seatbelts. On 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Resume duties. We are now on direct bearing to Venus. Trajectory curvature is corrected to minimum energy flight path.
Why don't you sit and rest? Let me get you a glass of water.
No thanks, I'll get it myself.
I said sit and rest. Let me get you some water.
I said no thanks. Are you deaf?
I guess so. You can't complain with Manny, Barb.
Don't be silly. We're all entitled to a flare after we've been fried for 3 months.
I wonder if we'll make it.
Are you beginning to break down?
Well, I think we all are.
I'm not.
I'm not either.
Well, 3 months is an awfully long time.
You trained 8 months for this journey.
Yes, but I wasn't trained in emotion control.
We're getting there now.
Well, aren't you worried at all?
Why should you worry? You're safer here than in your own kitchen.
Oh my gosh. We've been hit! We've been hit by a meteoroid! This is it! We have to push the panic button. This is an emergency!
No! Weren't you briefed on this? We push that only when we've exhausted all other options.
Well, in my opinion, this is an emergency. We have no other choice but to push the panic button.
Now hear this. Fasten your seatbelts. Fasten your seatbelts. No red lights appear. I repeat, no red lights appear. Proceed as normal. Stress engineer will leave ship to inspect the hall. Over and out.
Relax, honey, the danger's all over.
We were almost done for.
Nonsense.
She's right. A meteoroid the size of a small pebble could blow the ship wide open.
That's theoretical, but not probable. It's about as likely as a big meteorite hitting the Earth.
What if the stress engineer finds a hull defect?
Look, you're all engineers. You know the chances of cosmic collision. Quit worrying.
Fine, but what caused the jolt then?
Probably just a systems correction.
More likely part of the trajectory correction a while back.
We've been correcting trajectories for the past 3 months. We haven't been jolted like this before.
She's right.
Well, something's wrong.
And he's right for once.
No problems, no red lights.
Off there, off there.
Where are we?
Right here, 12 million miles from Earth and 12 million miles from Venus.
Why couldn't they have put us in suspended animation for this trip?
I thought you were picked for your strength of character.
Well, that was a mistake.
You're doing all right, Arlene.
I'll never be able to stand 3 more months of this.
Meteoroid off starboard. Meteoroid passing by. Unusual, isn't it?
Meteoroids aren't.
I mean, they're coming so close. Control said we wouldn't even see one.
What's that?
Pebbles.
They could blow us apart.
Unusual.
It stopped.
Pebbles and micrometeoroids at double knot, 3 to 5 degrees.
It couldn't have been pebbles. If they were, then they would have come through the hull of the spaceship.
They sounded like pebbles.
Hey, it's getting cold in here.
It feels warmer than usual over here.
Temperature control, temperature control.
Arlene, take it easy. She makes a federal case out of everything. What's her big problem?
The rock's its internal temperature, Manny. Hot on one side from the sun and cool on the other. No sun.
It won't get warmer than 85 degrees, will it?
A little colder, Barbara. As you pull away from the sun, this part will be much colder than that.
What's that smell?
Cosmic dust, cosmic dust. We're doomed, we're doomed.
It smells like smoke to me.
A pebble came through the hull and into the temperature control room. I sealed the room off, but cosmic dust came in before I could seal it.
Smells like rubber burning. Wiring maybe. Are you sure you checked temperature control?
I did. I tried, but there was too much smoke to see anything, so I just sealed the door.
Come on.
Take it easy, Arlene. They'll check it out for you.
Red light and temperature control compartment. Proceed to repair temperature control.
I can't. I failed the mission.
You can do it.
You're the specialist, electrical engineer, remember?
I can't go on. I'm finished. I can't take this confinement. 3 months without a breath of fresh air. I've had it. I've had all I can take. I need suspended animation therapy. I must have it.
Okay, come on. I'll see if I can arrange something.
I'm sure she'll be alright soon. Did you fix it?
Temporarily, at least.
It'll hold.
What was the trouble? Got it, and I forgot to put it back.
Just forgot, huh?
Of course.
How'd you forget? What? What'd you do to your hand?
Nothing.
That's a wire burn.
How did you do that?
You were alone in temperature control while we were all here.
And he was alone in here when we were all out.
Okay, this is getting ridiculous. You think I pulled the wires out?
Who said they were pulled out?
I assumed that,
Only me and the navigator knew that they were pulled out.
Okay, this is getting kind of silly.
We'd better lock him up.
What? You can't do that.
I can't do it, but the captain can.
You can't lock up your biologists.
As the chief engineer of this spaceship, I'm taking you to control, or the captain.
You have no right. I didn't do anything.
I can't believe it. Has this ever happened before?
Sabotage, you mean?
Yeah.
No, it hasn't. We've had our problems, but never any tampering with the controls. It would be crazy to wreck a ship like this.
Do you think Dr. Off changed that finding on purpose?
I don't know. I can't imagine why he took the location map either.
Well, we won't have to worry about him for a while.
Do you see that plane out there?
The bright one?
Yes. Do you know what it is?
Mercury?
No, Venus.
Why couldn't we see it yesterday but we can now?
Cosmic dust gets pretty thick in these regions.
It's pretty, isn't it?
Sure is.
You're not even looking,
I sure am.
but the wrong way.
No, the right way.
Article 17, page 17 in our handbook, emotional attainments.
I forgot to read it.
Want me to quote it?
Did you memorize the whole book?
We all had to memorize that page.
Where'd he go?
Where did who go?
Dr. Ralph, he ran away.
He didn't come in here.
Temperature control is out. Temperature control is out. Someone pulled all the wires.
Someone pulled them all?
I better check this out in fast. Keep an eye on the monitor.
Stop. Everybody relax. It's over now.
Dr. Spalding, where did you come from?
Dr. Rice, what happened? What are you doing here?
Are we hooked up to another space station?
But there aren't any in this area.
Will someone please explain what's been going on around here?
Yes, I'll explain. But first, why don't you all have a seat? None of you have left the ground. We have been performing an experiment. You see, this was a simulated space flight.
What?
How? What? That's impossible.
Well, weren't we on our way to Venus?
No, you weren't. At the simulated blast-off, we were all at the computers while you were being checked out. But all of you were part of an elaborate scientific test to see if human beings can live in these confined quarters for long periods. You see, you had to believe you were actually in flight, or this test would not have been effective. Even though you never left the ground, you have taught our staff invaluable things about human behavior under stress. Everything has been recorded and is of the highest importance to future flights. I must commend you all on your superior effort and your expanded during this test flight.
But what about the blast off and the signs they took on the stars?
All noises and sensation of movement were simulated, and the stars shooting by were just a computer generation.
What about the space pebbles?
And the burnt wiring.
All controlled by us, with Dr. Rel's help. You did a fine job, and I hate to see you perform sabotage, but it was necessary.
Thank you, Doctor. Maybe by the time the real flight's ready, you'll all learn to trust me again.